Okay, hello and welcome to the weather update. Yeah, we got the rain, and you can see our storm over our area with the moisture train coming up from the south there. That's bringing the rain to us, and we're gonna actually take a look at a slightly larger satellite view here of the area here. See if I can get a larger one for you. I thought there would be a larger one here. Well, northern Atlantic, it's not really kind of U.S. Atlantic coast. I think that's the one. Yeah, just to get a better view of the storm here, you can see here that it is definitely starting to come. Oh yeah, that's right. I usually say the day, but I do the weather update. It's January 15, 2021. It's about 8:30. But here you go. Here's that train of moisture coming up from the tropics. It's going to bring us the heavy rain. You can clearly see it. Fortunately, we don't, because it's an occluded front, we're not getting an LLJ. Instead, we're getting an east wind, but you can see all that moisture coming up the east coast right there. And that's pretty impressive. So let's go look at the radar now, because we're going to get some heavy rain tonight. And we're going to look at this radar first. I'm not going to put it in motion, just to show you the whole storm. You can see that area of rain broke out ahead of the main area of rain where this occluded low is, the secondary low is going to form. You can see some showers now over New Jersey that are moving toward our area. We're starting to get into that. And some of these are heavy, too. So we'll look at the National Weather Service radar as well, which I don't like as much. But again, you can see that heavy rain that is now starting to develop over our area. That's going to continue. So let's go take a look at some of the observations across the area. And we have some wind gusts, too. It's pretty windy out there. Temperatures in the mid-40s across Long Island, around 50 in New Jersey. And wind gusts up near 35 miles an hour. So you got the rain, you got the drizzle. It's not a very nice night out at all. Farmingdale's 45, east wind at 17, gusting to 35. So that's kind of, typical of what we have across the area. And of course, some of these east winds could cause some minor coastal flooding as well, because the winds are going to be a little on the strong side. So let's take a look at the models and this low. And we're just going to review the weather from now till about Monday. I'm not going to go beyond that in this forecast, in this weather update. So you can see here comes the rain, the secluded. You see that low developing right over our area. That'll be early tomorrow morning. It moves out, dries out by the afternoon. And the rest of the weekend we're dry. We have a northwest wind. And temperatures getting closer back to normal, hopefully. So, taking a closer look at this storm, we're going to go to the HRRR now, which is the rapid update model. This is the 0Z run. So, and you can see here, what's going to happen here is that we're going to get into this moisture, and it's going to be some heavy rain. I wouldn't even rule out maybe even a thunderstorm with this heavy rain and like a line almost developing there offshore. And again, we're not really going to get into the LLJ part of the storm because of where it's forming. You can see we're not on the east side of it, but we are definitely going to get into some of this heavy rain. And this is going to be pretty heavy, but it's going to be overnight while most of us are sleeping into the early morning hours. And then by the afternoon, it dries out, and then we're done with it. And then maybe a couple of little small instability showers, maybe Saturday night. But other than that, the main meat of the rain is going to be overnight into the morning hours. And you can see, we're going to get about, looks like about 1 to 2 inches of rain, I think, is possible with this. This is the HRRR. So the other thing we have to look at are the winds. So let's go shift over to the winds here as well. There are going to be some winds. It's not going to be terrible, but you can see along the water especially there'll be some winds with this. So let's go to the NAM. I guess I'll go to the NAM 12 kilometer with the winds to get an idea of that. And you can see it's not terrible. It's not terrible with the wind. We'll go to the NAM 3 kilometer. Oh, well, this is the 0Z. We don't really have the 0Z run available. I mean, there's no sense looking at the NAM. I think you have a pretty good idea of what this storm is going to. I mean, I don't have the latest NAM. I'd have to go back to the 18Z NAM. But we'll look at the... we'll use this. You look at here at that. Those are the showers that are breaking out, and then looks like the east end is really going to get some of the heaviest rain according to this. Some really heavy stuff over the east end, and then it wraps up by the afternoon. Maybe a few stray showers, instability showers that could be around. So let's look at what the NAM has for the total accumulated precip. Yeah, you can see it's got a little where that area heavy showers is. It has like a little bit of a 2-inch swath, 2+ inch swath. So it could wind up hitting right over. It looks like the Pine Barrens area right there. Yeah, we'll have to keep our eye on that. That's for sure. So we'll take a look and we'll shift over to the skies. After we're done with all this rain, will we see the sun? When will we see the sun again? You can see here, probably not tomorrow. Maybe we'll have a few breaks. More likely on Sunday, I think. We'll see some more of sun around, though it may not be completely clear. There may be some clouds that pop up a little later toward the end of the day there. And then Monday we might have some more clouds. Like I said, it's going to be an instability type deal, I think. If we look at the GFS, it'll probably be similar type of deal here with the clouds again. Then we get maybe a break of sun, but Sunday would be more likely to have more sunshine, I think. And then more clouds for Monday, perhaps. But maybe we can look out and have a clear day. Looks like it has Long Island in a clear spot. We'll have to see, but I don't really want to go over that too much. I'm focused on the storm right now. So let's go look at one more thing here, and that's windy. Note this huge storm sitting off Nova Scotia too, by the way. Put it in wind gusts here. Look at that. That's pretty substantial there. Wind gust to 89 miles an hour. Don't want to be over there. That's for sure. That storm's been sitting there for a while, and it's kind of blocked because we're in the blocking pattern. So looking at our area right now, wind gusts here. This is the European model, and it's about right. Wind gusts in the mid-30s. When we look at the wind gusts, you'll see they will get a little worse as we go overnight. It's 11 p.m., so wind gusts closer to 40 miles an hour. So we'll see wind gusts 40, maybe some isolated 50-mile-an-hour gusts. I don't expect too much wind damage from this. It will be windy, but it won't be a damaging type of wind. But it may get worse as it moves further east. So maybe the east end, like Montauk, might get into some of those 50-plus wind gusts. So that'll be it for now. Keep an eye on this storm, but it's just going to be a rough night. But fortunately, the worst of the storm is going to happen while we're home. So that's good. Oh, yeah, the temperatures. I almost forgot to go over the temperatures with you. So let's do that. Go over the temperatures. And I'll be using the GFS, I guess, for that. So, actually, let me just use the HRRR for this, because I'll have another weather update tomorrow, and we can go over the temperatures later on to show you what's going to happen. So, it looks like where the heavy rain occurs in the morning, there might be a swath of 50, so there might be a little bit of an LLJ action, particularly on the east end there, where the temperatures get up near 50, and you might get a little more humidity. Otherwise, the rest of the day, it dries out and temperatures drop. We start off in the mid to upper 40s, and then by the evening, we're down into the mid-30s, and it cools off. And then Sunday will be much cooler, probably. Highs probably closer to 40 degrees. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and hopefully you don't have to be out tonight, because it's going to be rough to stay dry. Have a good night.